Hey guys, welcome back to the cabin. The Dahlia order has arrived, so I just want to do a quick unboxing with you guys, show you the varieties I got, and give you some quick tips and tricks for when your Dahlia tubers are delivered. This year I ordered tubers from Swan Island Dahlias. Now if you're new to buying dahlias, Swan Island is like a go-to that I've been shopping at for 15 years or more. But it is always a good idea to possibly try to support other small farms. A lot of farmer florists will sell their tubers, so if you have some favorite accounts on Instagram, some favorite farms, farmer florists that you follow, see if they sell their tubers, because it's always good to support the little guy. If you do order from Swan Island, they send a little guide on how to grow and handle dahlia tubers. I'm not going to get into any sort of growing advice in this video. There's a whole series of how to do dahlias on my channel, but I am going to show you all the varieties I got, and we're going to start that right now. If you end up ordering from Swan Island, their tubers come in these little bags. They come with a marker, and the name of the tuber is stamped onto the tuber, which is really handy. Go ahead and put all the varieties I got together at the end of the video so you can see what they all look like together. They're all in the purple and white colors because all of these are going to go in the front garden this year. The first variety that I have here is Thomas Edison. Thomas Edison is a relatively large plant with a big bloom, very, very deep purple. The darkest, most beautiful purple you'll get on a dahlia, hands down. I think it's technically a dinner plate, so you'll want to stake the plant if you end up growing that one. Again, I said I wasn't going to get into growing, but there you go. Thomas Edison actually is my ex-husband's favorite dahlia. I placed this order before my divorce, so mixed feelings on that one. The next one is Bold Accent. Bold Accent is a cactus type. I don't grow a lot of cactus types, but this one is white with some purple accents, so I think it'll fit really, really well with the purple and white theme. Next is Vasiomagos. I never really know how to say that one, but it is also, I think, a dinner plate. The blooms are absolutely massive, and they're really, really round globe shaped. It's very, very interesting. I noticed that the tuber in this case is very large, just like the flowers. Next, we have Center Court. Center Court was my freebie. If you spend certain amounts of money at Swan Island, they will send you a free dahlia tuber. So this is my freebie of the year. It's a white dahlia, somewhat ball shaped. I think it's technically a decorative classification. You know, white dahlias, there's so many of them in that kind of classic ball-ish or decorative shape. My absolute favorite, to be honest with you, is called Boom Boom. And if I was a farmer florist, I would forego any other white, round, decorative, ball-ish shaped dahlia and just get Boom Boom. It's the absolute best. The next one is Frank Holmes. This is a palm or a pom-pom variety. They are smaller plants, 3-ish feet, don't quote me. And what's fun about them is the blooms are actually really tiny. They're like golf ball size. So really, really great in bouquets. They do tend to have shorter stem length, just as an FYI if you're a farmer florist. But if you were going to put like a dahlia in a container and you wanted a really nice display, the pom-poms are a really great option. And Frank Holmes is this sort of dusty lavender, borderline pink color, but it's going to fit really well with the theme of the front garden. Next, we have Platinum Blonde. Platinum Blonde is a variety that I wanted to have in my collection for years and years and years. Oh my gosh, I've always wanted this one. I'm so excited to have her now. She's what I think is called an anemone type. They end up looking a bit like a cone flower, and she's got sort of a creamy yellow middle with beautiful white downward turn petals in a single circle. And I don't know if you can see this, but some of the tubers are already sprouting. Really excited to have this one. We're halfway done. There's 5 more to go. The next one is, also sprouting, and it's Boogie Nights. Boogie Nights is, I believe, a formal decorative. Don't quote me again, but it's a really lovely deep purple, not quite as deep as Thomas Edison, and not quite as cool toned as Thomas Edison either. It leans a little towards the warm side of dark purple, but a very average sized flower and a very average sized plant. Just a good workhorse in the purple family. The next one is a new one to me, and I'm going to butcher the name. It's D. Sorenseni. Anyways, it's a very kind of wild looking dahlia. It reminds me a lot of how a Cosmo looks. So something very new to me, something a little more posh and less showy. This one is Tiny Treasure, and again, this is a palm or a pon palm. It is just white, which looks so classic and nice in a bouquet. The very first time I grew this one was in grandfather's garden. So this is a variety that I would take into the house for him to enjoy and to honor my grandmother with. Left, this is Blue Bayou. I have never grown her before, but she's an anemone, and the color is so perfect for the front garden. It's a very cool toned purple. Oh, I'm really excited to have this one too. That in a bouquet with platinum blonde. It's over. Last but not least, we have Iceberg. Iceberg is another OG variety from grandfather's garden when I very first started growing dahlias. It is quite literally the first one I ever planted. So I'm bringing it back in honor of Grandpa. It is a pure white dinner plate dahlia. It's going to be stunning. So that is my new collection. Just a quick reminder, the dinner plate dahlias are a little finicky to work with in bouquets and making arrangements. So if you're a farmer florist, they're not necessarily the best option in my opinion. They don't have a very upward facing bloom. They have a very outward facing bloom. So if that doesn't bother you, they're a great option. The anemone ones, when it comes to being a farmer florist, the stems are usually pretty weak and they tend to flop or break. So watch out for that if you're a farmer florist. The rest are just standard informal or formal decoratives. They'll have strong stems. They'll be great for farmer florists. And if you're just a home gardener like myself now, all of these are stunning in the landscape. So fabulous options. The only other thing to keep in mind is that when you do order your dahlias and they get delivered to you just like this, it's really important that you don't just like throw the box on a table next to a window in like a really warm space and forget about them for weeks. Like, these are alive. They're alive. So you need to take care of them like they are alive. Keep them in a relatively cool place if you can until you're ready to plant. And then, of course, make sure that you're planting after your last frost date. If you don't know your last frost date, you can look that up on Google. Just use your zip code if you're one of my American friends. Other than that, guys, that's it. So that is my haul. I'm so excited. I'll go ahead and put up on the screen all of the dahlias together so you can get an idea of what they're going to look like all in one garden. And yeah, thank you so much for hanging out with me while I unbox my dahlias. I'll see you guys in the next one.